What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And the market itself does not does not have a surprise around every corner today, or what? We bounced right back today. Yesterday, we had some concerns over the variance and inflation, on where inflation was, only to come out and see that the inflation was essentially coming from travel. But with that being said, tech bounced back, but it wasn't just tech. Travel stocks that were down yesterday, they took a big hit from the inflation concerns. They bounced back pretty hard today too. Now, was it a relief bounce? That bounce we didn't even get till late in the day yesterday. We got a bigger bounce today. We're kind of at that do or die point right here. We don't really want to give this back up, this 430 mark. We want to kind of stay above this ultimately in the morning if we can get back over this and start pushing up. So hopefully we go flat or gap up overnight. I definitely don't want us to gap down. I think if we do gap down, we may see another leg down. But it really matters. I know today or tomorrow there's not really there's no news. I know there's talks about the architecture plan and everything like that that Biden was supposed to sign. It didn't get signed. As far as the last I checked, it didn't get signed. As again pushed back. Being said, I think the market itself, the uncertainty, I think is eventually gone. Right, even the variant stuff. Fauci has come out and said that the vaccines that we do have in the United States, they do protect against it. Now it's just who's vaccinated, who's unvaccinated. It's that whole debate. But ultimately, the market is not really concerned about that. And we saw that today. You had some major runners. You had Shop and Amazon, Tesla with a big pop at the end of the day. Your Apple was very strong today. Facebook made a comeback later in the day. You had the NVIDIA split today as well. I was in and out of Shop. I took some Apple calls today. I did grab some Wish shares. I did grab some Tesla shares, but I did tag out to those and didn't get back in. I wanted it to break over today. It didn't. It did break, but towards the later day, it tagged me out and I didn't get back in. The market started towards the end of the day. It kind of pulled back a little bit. There must have been some news coming out, but ultimately it pushed back up. So that being said, what are we looking at for tomorrow? Again, it looks like a bull flag here. We don't want it. I don't want it to actually break down from this point, again, from that 430 mark. QQQs actually look good. We're back over the 200 moving average. Even on the daily for the Qs, back over that middle Bollinger Band, back over that support, which is important. So as long as we don't break back below that, I think we'll be perfectly fine. But it all depends. I don't think we have any more news unless there's some random news about China or something that does come out. Then that would possibly affect what would happen here. But the market is still strong. Again, we don't have any bad catalysts. The ones that we did have, I think, kind of got shaken out real quick yesterday. And everybody understood that there wasn't a real threat there, a real uncertainty there. And then we're starting to get into more earnings. We do have Netflix had earnings right after the bell today, and the numbers it tanked. The numbers were good, but obviously some kind of forward guidance wasn't agreeing with people. Netflix really has to make a change. I know the past couple of earnings they haven't been doing the greatest. So CMG totally crushed earnings today. It's good to see. I mean, a massive beat by a massive amount. So being said, you have Chipotle that did really good. You got Snap and stuff later this week. You got J&J in the morning. I'm trying to see what else. You got J&J in the morning. You got Coca-Cola in the morning. Verizon in the morning. Texas Instruments, Whirlpool, and close of belly tomorrow. You still got Intel, Snap, and Twitter on Thursday. I mean, there's still a lot of big earnings. You got Honeywell on Friday, and then you got the big tech earnings next week. So Tesla on Monday after the bell. So being said, there is a lot going on. I don't think in Netflix, I think everybody's kind of seen Netflix has been kind of hurting. So I don't think that's really going to affect anything in the market tomorrow, to be honest, as long as it kind of stays still. Watch list is kind of the big three, Tesla, Amazon, Shop, DD, and SQ. All look good on the daily. I'm trying to stay above even Amazon or Apple. I could even add Apple to that list as well. Apple's one of the ones on the daily that still looks really good. Like I said, I played it today. I'll have to retest. If we do open up around the 1445 mark, I'll be looking to grab more calls in this again. Look for the next leg up if we do start pushing up. And then Tesla today, like I said, I had that run towards the end of the day, depending on how we open, as long as we stay above this 656, which has really been a struggle to break back over, as long as we stay above here tomorrow, we can. I think we can attempt to try to go back to 7 and retest 7 before earnings next Monday. If not, more than likely, I think we're just going to get rejected at 700 and wait for earnings before that break does happen. But once 700 breaks, I think at that point, Tesla's really going to fly. And then you have Amazon. Amazon today had a nice pop today. I missed this one because I was in shop. Had a nice pop and was kind of just flat the rest of the day. My only thing with Amazon is that on the daily, we're kind of sitting on the middle Bollinger Band. So what I want is to get at least 35.75 tomorrow. If you can open above that, I think Amazon will push back up again for earnings as well. So that's something I want to watch. Shop had one of the best days today. By far, definitely a big runner. I'm not sure when the earnings are. I know it's pretty soon. Should be pretty soon. I'm not exactly sure. But again, I had a nice run today. I did capture it right here. I did get out a little early, but it continued up. Again, looking for a pullback to that 1491. If it does break below that, I'll wait until it comes back down to the 1418. It is earnings. If some of the other tech earnings start doing well, I think Shop will do really well. So DDD is the other one I have for tomorrow as well. And this one, it's starting to build a base here, but ultimately on the daily, I'm looking for ones, it is hitting that 200, and that's why I liked it. If you can grab it back at the 2461, I think would be the best bet if you can get it back in the zone. But once you pop out of here, there's going to be some strong resistance. Just be aware of that. Hopefully get a ride back to the around that 29 mark or so. SQ is what is another big one. I know they had some big news today. But on the daily, it's one of the ones that I've always liked and kind of continuously played. It is as long as it holds above this 241.17 mark. If it does retest here tomorrow, I can jump back in and possibly we do have some other resistance to that 249 mark. But if you can get entry there, I think we can do a little bit of running here. I think Square is not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. So we got a little bit of time. So if we start getting good earnings, it could be a good position for earnings in my point. So that's why I'm bringing this one up. But that's essentially what I got for today. I think ultimately it's just staying with the big runs. I know a lot of mid caps and stuff are starting to sell off and do well. They're starting to build consolidation and stuff, which is something I've wanted to see for a while. And so I'm slowly starting to pick positions up, like Wish, Roblox I missed today. If it does dip down overnight, I'll probably grab Roblox at that point. But ultimately, I want to see what happens overnight. Again, no major news tomorrow that I'm aware of. It's just earnings tomorrow. So just be mindful of that. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.